I decided, since I already have the lighting up and everything up right now, to go ahead and do another video in reference to how I started my YouTube channel and what do I use for my YouTube channel. First off, if you don't know, last year I generated my YouTube in January and decided to start basically my new identity, which is Iconic Boykins, which ties into my business, Iconic Creations. With that being said, I said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and make a YouTube. It's gonna be about cameras, it's gonna be about sneakers, all these different stuff, but my route kind of spread it and went directly to sneakers because that's what I get a lot in, and that's what I love talking about it. But I also love photography and videography as well. First thing I would say with starting an actual YouTube is just knowing what you want to do. Starting a YouTube channel, just knowing what you want to do first. That's the biggest key. Knowing what content you want to go over and what you're strong about and passionate about. That way, when you're in front of the camera, you're able to be confident, you're able to just let everything flow and just allow people to genuinely fall in love with who you are and what you love as well on your channel. Secondly, I would say, don't just wait to get a DSLR camera or a 4K camera or anything. If you can't afford a camera, save up your money to get one, but also just start now, man. You can start a vlog without a $500, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 camera. You can use your phone. I tell people all the time, especially if you have iPhones, you can use your iPhone to record your videos and then mash them together in iMovie and upload them directly to YouTube. So first, I want you to just get out of your head that you don't need all this equipment. You don't need a fancy camera, you don't need a fancy lighting setup, you don't need a tripod for a camera quite yet. You might want to get one for your phone if you have it. You don't need a MacBook or any of that stuff yet. It's definitely a progress, so just take your time and understand that use the resources that you have now. Don't rush out to go buy all these things and you don't know anything about them. You also want to go ahead and get started. That's the second big key. Just get started. Don't wait around trying to keep up with everybody, with trying to buy cameras, any type of gear, any of this stuff to try to rush into YouTube. No, start with what you have. Save up your money and understand what you're buying before you buy it. A lot of people just go ahead and spend a lot of money on all this equipment to get going on YouTube, and you don't have to do that. Once you get past that, it just starts going, man. You just have to create your YouTube channel and just start producing content. That's the biggest thing. So for me, like I said, I started with cameras, then I jumped into sneakers, and then I realized that, damn, I love sneakers. I'm getting a lot of followers, getting a lot of reviews. I gotta get to it. So I started doing that. I personally use, because this is for the people that really want to know what I personally use. Right now, what I'm shooting on right now is my Canon 6D Mark II. I'll put a picture somewhere to show y'all. It allows me to record and also see myself. So a lot of times when you see me like looking off to the side and not looking directly in the lens, is because it does come with a flip out screen, and that allows me to kind of see how I'm looking, how's everything going, making sure everything's focused, which I love and enjoy. Some people don't have that on their camera, but that's what I use. As far as the lens, I use a 24-70 f2.8 lens. All this stuff, again, it's expensive, but again, I am a photographer, so I also use this as an asset outside of YouTube. So I use this to also make my money with my business. So right now I have a Rogue mic on the top of it to make sure my sound is somewhat okay. I eventually want to get to using like lav mics, I think that's what they call it, to where you attach them on and you get a little bit more crispier audio, or probably get like a microphone for my videos eventually. But right now I use just a plain old Rode mic with like a cat cover on the top of it. As far as memory cards, for the people that already have cameras and everything, right now this is what I use for all my video work, photography work. I do suggest, if you have a faster, well, if you have like a 4K camera or even a Canon 6D, to go ahead and get go up a little bit higher, because the megabytes is better as far as processing information for video and for photography. I just have these because they were throwing a sale and I bought like 10 I bought like 6 of these joints at one time. So I do suggest that you get a larger memory card with higher writing speed. And when I speak on writing speed, it allows the camera to process photos and video faster. And when you're actually transferring videos onto like a hard drive or your computer, it writes faster. That's what I use just camera wise, right? Just to get everything recorded. Now, when we get into actual editing, again, and you don't have to use this, but this is for the people that may have already gotten some computers and different things like that. But as far as anything, I use those things to record, and I use my MacBook Pro to actually edit all my film and do all my editing. And with my MacBook Pro, I use Final Cut Pro 10. Excuse me. I use Final Cut Pro 10 to edit all my videos. I've actually taken a video class, and I also had some experience with Final Cut Pro before, so it's kind of easy to me. I think it's simple. I don't like Adobe, what's the other one? I don't use the other ones yet because they just have a little bit more complex. I feel like Final Cut is very easy to use. I also have a hard drive. This is, when making videos or taking a lot of photos at events and stuff, you definitely need hard drives. I have about 4 of these already, and it has like my life on them. So I have a whole bunch of hard drives because, again, stuff starts filling up when you're making videos. So I definitely suggest a hard drive. Now, again, all this stuff which I showed on the screen for how I made my YouTube channel, how I got started, prices are expensive, don't get me wrong, but start small if you can't afford it. If you can afford it, go ahead and buy it. Hey, whatever, do your thing. But if you can't afford it, start small. Just start shooting on your camera phone if you have to. Even your camera phone will work. Just put out content. I see creators already all the time that have over 100,000 subscribers, 200,000, 300,000 subscribers that don't even have everything I have, and they still get the views, and they still are getting paid a check each month. Doesn't matter, just put the content out there. That's the biggest thing. So if you want to talk about sneakers, if you want to talk about clothes, if you want to talk about the ratchet stuff that happens in your hood, if you want to talk about how food tastes, if you want to talk about hair, nails, makeup, don't wait to actually do it. Record with your phone and get to it. You can use natural light during the day outside, or through a window light to have for lighting, or if you want to go buy some lighting, you can go buy you a ring light off of Amazon. You won't spend over $100. Ring light or like a softbox. That's what I'm using right now. As you can see, that big thing in the back here, that's a softbox. That's what I'm using in the studio because the lights above me are terrible. So, you know, that's a different video for a different day, but I definitely want to just get this to y'all, man, to let y'all know what I use personally. What else do I use? I also have what is this? A tripod for my camera. I also have a tripod for my camera. That's what's holding this thing up right now. You can use it and expand it how you want to. Like I said, I'm gonna have all the stuff should be listed that I actually use. But I just wanted to come to y'all and give y'all a thorough breakdown of what I'm using to make my videos on a daily. I just made one video, but I said, man, I'm gonna just come back to back with another one just to create some content for people. But yeah, man, like, don't be afraid to become a content creator. If you're into this just for the money, just to get in for the money, I feel bad for you because it'll come if you try to just finesse your way in. It takes a lot of hard work, but it's all about the passion. I see people that have a lot of followers because of the passion. I see people, you know, do this as a living because of the passion of what they love doing, which is providing content to their viewers. So, you know, I never went into this thing looking to make money from it. I knew you could make money from it, but I cared more about giving content to the people that like me, that follow me on IG, that follow me on Facebook, just giving them more information that they would enjoy, or content that they would enjoy coming from me directly, because they already know who I am on my social media. So let's go ahead and put like a face behind the madness that I create. So I just want to say thank you to anybody that clicked on this video. To people that actually are into sneakers, you know, make sure y'all subscribe. The people that's not into sneakers, subscribe, because there's gonna be more content like this coming. Again, it's 2020, and my job this year is to give as much content to the people as possible. Thank y'all for watching, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also hit that notification bell. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what y'all think I should have explained more about. If you want me to make another in-depth video about, you know, my total process, then let me know. As of right now, this is something clean and cut for y'all to kind of just go out there and get started. Don't wait. Don't trip out on the quality of your work. Don't trip out on having the best computer to make your videos. Don't trip out on having the best lens or the best camera body or the best lighting. Don't trip out on that. Make the content. That's all that matters. You know how it goes down over here at my channel. The future belongs to those who prepare today. I'm out.